How's it gone so wrong in a fortnight from beating West Bromwich Albion and Leeds to Bristol City looking starved of ideas to heads down against Coventry? Alright everybody, welcome back to another match preview on the channel. This one is for Hull versus Sunderland on Boxing Day. I didn't know if I'll be doing a stream or not. It's going to be a last minute decision. I'm not sure just yet. Before we get on the rest of the video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. So looking back at the game on Saturday, the lads looked like they were given 50% at best. The midfield was so easy to play through, it was a joke. In the match vlog at the end, I said minus Ballard. I take that back. For O'Hara's goal, he walks back into position. The full team looks substandard. There was no fluency between any of our players for a prolonged period of time. There was no desire or commitment to win the ball. From front to back, we were shocking. Before the game, I was quite confident that we were going to win. But when I seen Beale's lineup, that confidence was quickly evaporated when I seen that he went with Bar up top. Bar was very poor in winning sides against Leeds and West Brom. So to decide to choose him as our, striker, I was shocked to say the least. But like I said, heads were down, and that's the thing with the model. It's good to an extent as long as you have a blend of experience. Our team is one of the youngest, if not the youngest, in the Championship, and at times you can tell we're like a real leader on that pitch. A player who's going to get into the players when they're putting a half-assed performance in, or give them vital words of encouragement when needed. When our team finds themselves in the position they did on Saturday and in other occasions, we'll have no plan B, C, D, or even E for that matter. The Borough game, for example, if we have experience on that pitch, we do not lose that game 4-0. If Corey Evans was fit, we wouldn't have lost 4-0. Right now I'm going to talk about a few players. They said the full team were terrible, I'm not going to lie. But these ones were worse than the rest. Job, he can't escape criticism because I thought he was terrible in the midfield. Look what listen, he's too worried about hugging players. The novelty of that, where fans found it funny when he was getting piggybacks, it's wore off now. He needs to cut that out. If he just follows the ball instead of the man and pulling him down to the ground, that cross doesn't come in. He's at fault for one of the goals, in my opinion. Patterson, listen, we didn't very rarely talk about Patterson, but you've got to highlight the fact that he was at fault for the third goal. When that cross came in, what did he do? He sort of went to save it / parry it, and he parried it out into their player. Like I said, from front to back, no one can escape criticism of that performance. Now I want to talk about Pierre Ekwa. I like Ekwa before I start, I really do. What he done last season near the end was quality. But this season, since his injury, he just hasn't been the same player, let's be honest. He hasn't. But Nout can excuse the performance he done the other day. It was half-hearted. It was no desire, no commitment to win the ball. Like Roy Keane says, I just want to bang into somebody to make me feel better. Where was that from any of our players? There was just nothing, absolutely nothing from him. And I'm very disappointed in him, to be honest, because I had high hopes for him. Now, some say Fulham, since them have showed interest, it's turned his head. I didn't believe that for 1 minute, because what he should be thinking, that what he's doing on the pitch is getting clubs interested. So you carry that on. You didn't then become a terrible player and stop playing, at the standard you can play, because you're just going to put clubs off. And they want to come in with a solid bid in January, if that's the case, which I didn't believe it is the case. He needs to book his ideas up, that's for sure. And now, Bar, listen, we're all saying that sitter he missed. I couldn't believe it myself. Just place it, didn't put power on it, and he ballooned it. He's not a striker, though. He's not. We bought him as a midfielder / winger. He could be better competition for Roberts if we start playing him out on that position. But we didn't play him down as striker. Fucking striker? What they're thinking? Bar? But listen, that's the thing with the model. Now, our model is to develop young players and sell them on for a profit in the future. Now, if they want to develop Bar, and that's what they look like to try today by giving him plenty minutes, even though he does not deserve it, because he's being terrible in my eyes, then why are you not playing any of the strikers in that position? I've seen enough out of Rusin to warrant him a start over Bar. 100%. 100,000,000% I've seen enough. He scored against the under-21s. He looks like he knows where the back of the net is. He looks, his movement on and off the ball, he looks like a striker. but does not. If you want the model to work, then start playing the strikers that you want to develop. Right, we all know it was really toxic on Saturday over there, but I tell you what, if we didn't sign a recognised striker that can score goals at this level, we will just drop away like a lead balloon. Then things will get toxic over there. But now I'm going to talk about Hull. After that, though, I'll give you my lineup, what I think we should go with on Boxing Day. Right now, Hull City are in 6th. They're only just 3 points above us. They've scored 36 goals and conceded 33 more than what we have. In the last 10 games, they've won 5, lost 4 and drew 1, scoring 17 and conceding 11 in the process. The form table sees them 11th at home, 5th away from home and down in 14th for overall form. In recent games gone by, Sunderland and Hull were being evenly matched in the majority of the games. The last 4 have been draws. The last game at the Stadium Light was obviously, you all remember that 4-4 where Equus slipped on the ball and Tufan put it in the net. He's a very, very good player in mind. We're going to have to keep an eye on him, the Turkish player. Also, like I was saying, the time we played them away, we got down to 10 men and we managed to get a 1-1 draw out of that game. But the overall head-to-head see us with 22 victories, 15 defeats and 11 draws. The majority of them draws have been as of recent. Right, threats. These players we have to keep an eye on. Connolly, he's got 7 goals. Like I've been seeing Tufan, who I think is a really good player. He's got 7 goals. They've got Philogene on 6 goals and 5 assists. That's absolutely outstanding. Delap, he's also got 6 goals, 2 assists. And now Scott Twine. He has got 3 goals, 3 assists. Scott Twine, they've got him on loan from Burnley. And Burnley are only asking 2.5 million for his services. So they're willing to offload Scott Twine. And, you know, he's the type of player, and to be honest, Sunderland have been linked with him quite a few times. I remember a lot of Sunderland supporters saying we should have a look at him. He's a really good player, and we never did. Now, come January, are we really going to put 2.5 million into Scott Twine? Hell no, we're not. I would like to, but we're not. Let's be having it right. The board is sticking by the guns of bringing in young players and they're willing to develop them for a profit. But the thing is with me, they want everybody to be a young player. Let's have it right. They wanted to get rid of Pritchard and he dug his heels in. Now, how do you expect to have a team, a very young team, inexperienced team that can, you know, hack it week in, week out and put in performance after performance? Last season, we had a blend of experience as well. We had Gooch, we had Danny Bart, player of the season. We had a much more. We had Amad Diallo as well, a future star. We had a lot more talent and experience in the squad at that time. But for me, if we didn't start having a blend and we're just trying to offload all of our experience, we will struggle and we'll drop away and we will find ourselves down the bottom half of the table. If anything like Saturdays to go off, because these are young players and I didn't think they can play, or I didn't think they have even played with pressure like they is over there. If games are not going our way, or I'm not talking like 1 or 2, I'm talking like week in, week out, we're getting beat, and the performance is like the worst Saturday, and you know, now it's gone right for Beale, and he's getting a lot of things wrong, substitutes, lineups, etc. The fans will turn, and I do feel for these young players because I didn't think they've ever the level of seen out anything like it, especially out at the Stadium of Light. But my lineup, it's going to be a very close game in my opinion. I'm hoping it isn't anyway. I hope Beale does ring in the changes. I hope he doesn't go with Bar up top. I hope he goes for Job up top, to be honest. But I didn't know. He kind of, for me, play Luke 09 and all. Luke 09 was hobbling about for 10 minutes near the end of the game. But we just didn't even look like bringing him off. He managed to get to the end. But will he even be fit? It was only Saturday, Boxing Day. Quick turnaround. I didn't think he will. So, my lineup is like this. Right, Patterson in goal. Shot stopping. He very rarely makes a mistake. But on Saturday, he made a terrible one that cost us a goal. His distribution, yes, isn't the best. But all in all, he has been alright for us this season. So, Patterson obviously in goal. Then at the back, I'm going to bring in Hume at left back. Obviously, we've got a massive injury to Niall Huggins, and I wish him all the best for the speedy recovery. Gutted for the lad after that long term out as well. Just like things were looking good for him, and now back to square one for him. Ballard alongside Silt. That's who I want as my 2 centre halves. Then at right back, might be a surprise, Pembele. He played for the under-21s. He looked good. He looked decent. And I think that's what I would go with. Because I really do think Luke O'Neill will be carrying a knock still and he wouldn't be fit. But still, I would go with that back line if it was my choice. I didn't think Beale will do that, but that's what I would go with. Then I would go with Neil and Pritchard. That's me too. I like to see Neil play next to somebody with experience. We get the best out of them. They've more of an understanding with each other. But I think Neil, he's sort of, especially on Saturday, was trying too much. Obviously, he's seen, you can stand next to Ekwer and see what he was offering, and he just wasn't offering much. So he was having to work even harder, in my opinion. But like I say, he didn't even have the best of games, the lad himself. Then, obviously, we've got Clark on one side, Roberts on the other. I'd like to see more of... to be honest, the work rate from Roberts on Saturday was good. I really do think it was good. He was trying his hardest, trying to beat 1, 2, 3. He did have a penalty shout as well. I wasn't 100% sure if it was from my end of the stadium, but I've seen them given. The lad left a leg out. Clark, it's so hard because we're not playing to strikers' strengths. We're not even playing strikers, so we've went that long without playing a striker over the past couple of seasons. I didn't think they forgot how to do it. I just think they've been given instruction to play the same way without a striker. But if they're going to put Job up top, which I would, then play to his striker's strength. That lad can score goals from up front. So put balls into the box. He's a big physical presence. He will win that ball. Just didn't always try and cut inside because that's what the opposition expect. Then behind him, I would put a Dill. That's what I would bring in. That's my team. That's my lineup. Comment below your lineup. In this one, I've gone for, you guessed it, 1-1 draw. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one. I might be doing a live stream. I didn't know yet.